I am going to get started. So thank you so much for being here tonight on Creating Margin. If you are here, that means there's probably somewhere in your life that you need margin. And I just want you to, will you put in the chat if you need financial margin, like your bank account actually needs like what you're spending and what you need actually needs to be a little closer. Or if you need time margin, if you need margin just in your calendar of I need more free time, more flexible time to be able to do things that our family wants to do and we just don't have that flexibility right now. If maybe you just need some like just mindset margin, like I feel like my mindset is in a really bad place and I need more kind of more space to be able to think, to be able to do, to be able to create, to be able to show up for other people. I think we talk about margin, and most of the time when I'm saying it, I really do think it's either financial, where we need to create, more space in our lot, in our finances to be able to say yes to more things, and to for our family have margin of like blank space where we're not constantly going and doing and trying to protect those spaces is really important. So I want to just give y'all that because so often when we talk about margin, it seems like we're just talking about more money, but really what we do in that margin. Someone told me this one time, if you look at like a notebook piece, I wish I had a notebook piece of paper, but if you had like a, lined notebook paper like you used in school, the margin was important, right? It kind of gave you like some space that you didn't feel like you were, you had kind of a gap to be able to start. Or if anybody, I don't know where y'all live, but in Dallas, if there's not a shoulder on the highway, like I immediately move over, right, to the middle. Even tonight, I was on a highway coming from Trophy Club, and there was a gap, a stretch of road that had no shoulder, and I immediately move over to the middle so that I have margin on both sides. So there's that kind of what is it called? Like when you margin of error, like you have enough space that if something goes wrong, you have somewhere to go. And I think most of our bank accounts do not have that if it isn't to the penny, every single thing that we need, if it doesn't go exactly to plan, that there's no margin, there's no safe space on the sides. Same thing with calendar. I mean, even tonight, I felt like I had no margin between the basketball game and this. And when I got home and my driving speed actually gave me some margin, I actually had about 10 minutes of margin from when I thought I was going to get home to when I actually got home. We won't discuss the speed at which I tend to go on the highway, which is why I needed that gap on the side. And I needed like 10 minutes to walk in the house, to be able to go to the bathroom and get situated and get this all started. And I think so often I have no margin in my life, both time or finances. So I would love to know where you feel like margin needs to show up in your life. Okay. And does anyone else feel like if you have no financial margin, everything else feels out of whack? If you're laying in bed at night worrying about your finances, there's a really good chance you're not getting enough sleep, which means you're not really productive the next day. There have been seasons of our life, oddly over the last 10 years since I've started Plexus, that we've seen more finance risks that our family has had to go through. And those sleepless nights actually create less margin in our lives because we are so stressed about them that everything else feels anxious and antsy. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about what margin is while we're talking tonight. This is going to be a little interactive, so I may ask you to get in the chat a couple of times, mainly because it helps me to know kind of where y'all are thinking. So I just want you to know this is for you. And I say that because as I look at these pictures of all of these women that we've gotten to do this business with for the last decade now, no matter what. Okay, I want you to tell me what part of your personality trait makes you think you can't do this. Like that's what I want to know. Is it because you live in a rural area, which may not be your personality trait, but like what part of your life makes you think this won't work for you, or that it shouldn't work for you, or that maybe at one point you were skeptical in how this would work for you? For me, it probably would have been my fear of public speaking, which is probably shocking to some people. My absolute panicky fear of public speaking, my absolute zero desire of being put on the spot at any moment, my inability to be a salesperson. I actually worked for commissions. I was in a retail position where commissions was our thing, and that was the worst I ever did in any job I ever had. Was when it was based on commissions. So I would say I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not a strong leader. Do not have, good vision casting skills. Like those are all things I would have told myself that would not have been in my favor. So I would love for you to just say, like, what do you think would go against you? Small friend circle. Love it. That is so common. Older social media gap, this, like, believe me, I think it changes every day. I found out something tonight. Lisa Sturgis taught me something tonight on Instagram I'd never seen before. Lack of time and confidence. Not knowing a lot of people. Social anxiety, total introvert. Anybody else think you're an introvert or know someone and you're like, she would be really great, except she's an introvert? Here's a really good information to just have in your back pocket. Introvert is not the same as does not like people. Introvert and extrovert is all based on where you get your energy from. So lots of extroverts are actually cup filled by being around a lot of people, like this big giant group picture on the side, this neon party that was on the cruise ship last week. I was not on the cruise ship, but these 4 pictures on this side are all from the cruise. And that neon party, I would have been like in for 5 minutes and back to my room, or would have loved to have been in my room instead of. I would rather have deep, meaningful conversations with a few people than to have a lot of, golly, it's windy out here, conversations with 100 people on the cruise ship. So I'm an introvert in the fact that I actually get energy from smaller conversations and not large groups. A lot of people say introverted. What they mean is shy. What they mean is they actually don't have the confidence to speak to people. They don't really maybe enjoy people. They maybe are really not confident. So confidence and shyness is really not the same as introvert, extrovert. If you're like, no, I love it. If I know my people, if I'm at a women's conference and those are my people, or if I'm in, a group of, crocheting women and those are I'm fine, I'm good. But it's when I'm in a strange group of people, or, when I don't feel like I bring anything to the table, that's where I feel myself kind of becoming a wallflower. That's shyness and confidence, not introvert, extrovert. Does that make sense when y'all kind of like, because I think people say introvert and what they mean is I keep to myself when I'm in a large group, and you might actually really enjoy being in a large group, but you just don't feel like you have a safe place yet. And I just want you to be really mindful when you say why you think you won't be good at this. And I want to tell you, whatever you wrote down in the chat, there is somebody in these pictures that would identify themselves as the exact same thing, say the same thing about their community, say the same thing about their chances of being successful here, say the same thing about their confidence level. And I would say 9 out of 10, the reason that they have been successful, and successful is so different for everybody, but successful in their, in whatever their goals were, is because they didn't give up when it got hard. They stuck it out and were like, but the why, the goal that I have in front of me is deeper and bigger and more important to me than whether or not I feel confident or, safe, safe in this community or whatever it is. Like, but I need this to work. It doesn't, like, I'll figure out all the rest of it, but I need it to work. And so if that is you, then you are in the right place, because we are going to help you figure out how to make it work. Okay. I just want to talk a little bit about referral links, because one thing that Plexus has done a little differently in the last couple of years is we all have a link. So do you know, I just want you to put a yes in the chat if you know what your personal link is, and an N or a no if you do not know that you have a personal link, or you're like, I'm just coming in and checking this out. I have never signed up, so I don't have a link right now. But if you have your link and you know what it is, put a yes. And if you don't have a link or don't know what it is, don't know how to give your referral link out to people, then put a no in there so that we can make sure that we can all find that for you. So we want to make sure that you have access to your link. Okay. But I want to talk to you about referral links. So has anybody in the last week or two in the past month, whatever, used a referral link from somebody else? Have you used an Amazon referral link? Have you used a link to get maybe food cheaper because your friend was like, oh, you can save money if you use this link? And have you shared a link? And these are a couple of different ones that I personally have. And the first one is for the one that says give 15, save 15% is from Ruggables. So we have Ruggables. I will be sharing that again because we actually need to get Ruggable chair covers. We love our 3 rugs, but I would love to get 15% off by sharing my 15% off with other people. So I think what that is if I share it and other people save their 15%, it goes towards my account. And then when I get a certain number of people that have done it, then I get 15% off another purchase. So that matters to me because we love those products. And the one in the middle, I'm pretty sure is Instacart. Anybody else start using Instacart during, or do you have it in your neighborhood? Some neighborhoods don't have it, but we can grocery shop. Sprouts, Whole Foods, Tom Thumb, Central Market. We can get any HEB. We can get any grocery store in Dallas to deliver groceries to us. You pick out all the things you want, the quantity, everything, and someone drops it off. But you can only make up to $250 on your account. So you can share that link, that little wing FD, whatever, as many times as you want to, but you only get up to a certain amount. Like they're not just going to perpetually forever give you Instacart credit, which would probably help us in our grocery bill. And then the third one is Amazon. So I have this pill case. I love this pill case. I've shared about it on Instagram. People are like, can you please send me the link to that? I send them a link and y'all, I think I make 7 cents every time someone buys one. So go get yourself a pill case because I make 7 cents off of it. But this is how referral links work. So I want to know, has anyone used like any links like that, shared anything like that? Is there a company that you have ever, like used for referral links? Because that's what a referral link is. And then the way you're approached online with a referral links, like how these are made attractive to me is because I use the product and I want other people to save and I want to save on my next purchase. Can y'all hear Ella? She's so loud right now. So I really want you to realize that that's what the link is. You have a link that is accessible to help other people save on their very first purchase. You all have the Give 10 code that you can help everybody save $10 on their very first purchase with Plexus. So you have access to that. You give your referral link, they save $10, and then you get 20% of their first purchase back to you on that next Friday. So no matter how many times you want to do that, y'all, there is no limit. There is no $250 limit on that. There is, if you want to make $250 a week sharing your referral link, go figure out what that is times 20%, make sure you got the other 80% in there, and you can make as much money as you want to. Isn't that kind of incredible? Sharing about a product you're already using. Okay. So I want you to set your intentions. So this is for November, and this is for people that are fast starting. So this is for people that have never started their business, or they're starting their business right now and they are taking off and running in their first month in November. So if you've been here for a while and Fast Start does not apply to you, you still have access to making some really great money. But I want to know, when was the last time you posted about Plexus? So everyone drop in the chat. I'm going to see if I can get Ella to be quieter. But everyone drop in the chat, when was the last time that you shared about Plexus? Products, business, anything. And then how does your audience know that you have a referral link for them to use? Okay, I see a lot of today's. Did every single person, all of y'all, did y'all share that you have a referral link, that you will send them a link right now? Yeah, Taylor, last week. And I love that you did the little like hands over the face, because they need to know that you have a referral link. If you follow influencers on social, they talk about their referral links every day. Some of them ad nauseum, where I'm like, yeah, I know you got a link. But then the second they don't share it, I'm like, what was the link for that thing? I need that blush. Share your link. I promise you, somebody is waiting every single day. They're watching you. They're like, scroll. Wait, today I need a probiotic because I took my kids to the pediatrician today, and the nurse that was doing kind of like the pre, stuff asked both of my boys who have been on Plexus for 10 years, do you take a multivitamin? Both of them were like, no. I said, but do you get a little green capsule every morning? And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, it's your multivitamin. They don't even know it, you know? So, and the nurse asked them, the nurse and the doctor both asked them if they were regular, like if they pooped every day. And they were like, of course, they're 15 and 13. They're like, yes. And I was like, because of those capsules you take in the morning. So do you share that? And do you talk about it? And I was so grateful when I came home. But if someone else is at the pediatrician today and their doctor's like, do you take a multivitamin? Are you regular? How's your gut health? You know, are you getting enough nutrients? Are you getting enough protein every day? Which was another question my 13 and 15-year-old got asked today. Y'all, that is so important. And someone may be getting on your social as they're leaving the doctor's appointment today and going, oh, wait, do you have a link for that multivitamin, that probiotic, that protein shake, and that magnesium supplement? Because my kid needs that right now. Stat, we just got out of a doctor's appointment. You've been talking about it for years and I've been scrolling, but today's the day. Okay, I was not advised to share the link because the site's overwhelming and people, okay, that's putting thoughts in other people's heads. Y'all, I have shared the link for 10 years. And do some people get overwhelmed? Yeah, everyone's going to get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed at Amazon. Anybody else ever use subscribe and save on Amazon and accidentally send yourself the thing you're trying to subscribe to that month, like that day, or you're trying to buy it and subscribe to it? It only comes in the subscription. So now you have to wait a month for the subscription to come. Like, all websites get overwhelming. But I promise you, Amazon does not want to walk me through every single one of my orders. They give us a site and we get to go figure it out. So I would say people can figure it out. Like, let's give people the benefit of the doubt and say they'll figure it out. And if they don't, they'll message me, because I'm showing up so much on social. They're like, hey girl, you shared that link yesterday. I cannot figure it out. And you're like, oh, I got you. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to do this right alongside you because I want you to see how easy it is. So when you share it with somebody else, they got this too. So I just want to encourage you to share your link. Okay. Next, set your intentions. Okay, this is where you get a sheet of paper out. Everyone have your sheet of paper. And for me, it's on the back of my Aetna envelope from today, because, you know, that's how we roll around here. I have a Remarkable that I keep all my notes in until I can't find it or it's dead. And then I just go back to writing on sheets of paper. So the first thing, one customer who you want to help try the 3-day reset. Like, write their name down, just write reset, colon, you know, Beth. Who's your person? And then 2 customers who might want to try a gut health system. So let's say triplex, colon, and then you got Lori and you got Allie. Like, just gonna throw them out there. These are my people. And then 3 people interested in the weight loss system. So I'm just gonna put WL for weight loss. And then 3 people I know I have talked to in the last couple of weeks that's like, I need to get that weight loss system. I need to get that weight loss system. So Tina asked me about it. Katie has asked me about it. And somebody else asked me about Slim and Metaburn, or Slim and Balance. Have y'all seen, people are talking about the Slim and Balance together, helping with those A1Cs and that glucose. And so let's talk about, that can be a weight loss system as well. So I need to get my list out because I know I got somebody else who was asking it. Oh, Brittany. And then 3 customers who we want to help, who want to get help 3 get started the same way. So you need to go find 3 people already in your back office who are already loving the products, which means they may have ordered last month. That might be a good way to go find them, who ordered last month. Hey, are you loving it? Yeah. Do you want to share about that and make maybe a couple of extra dollars for the holiday season? You know what? I could really use a $300 bonus this month. Great, because when you refer 3 people, let's look at this chart real fast. When your friend Allie, who loved the products she was taking all last month, refers it with 3 people this month, Allie makes around $308. Give or take $1, depending on what the pay point value is, because that's profit sharing. So we have to look and see what the profit is before we know what the value is. Around $300 she can make sharing the products that she loved all last month. Same way that I shared my rug, my Amazon link, and my Instacart. She's just sharing a link for her friends. And then you turn around and Allie's made $300 and she's like, I want to do it again. And I have a friend that wants to do it as well. Do y'all see how this just keeps going? So write down 3 people. I'm just going to put BO as in my back office. So 3 people who are already in my back office: Barbie, Laura, and oh, I actually have two Lauren. I was trying to think of what her name was. 3 people that signed up in the last couple of months have loved their products. I need to help them make their $300. So do you have your names written down, or at least spaces with like 1 dot, 2 dots, so you have time to go back and write names in? Okay. And then I want you to tell me in the chat what health, weight loss, skin, kid nutrition problem do you want to solve for your audience? So like, do you want to help people lose weight? Do you want to help people, get rid of candida yeast overgrowth in their gut? Do you want to help people have energy and not be falling asleep in the afternoon? What is it what problem is it you actually want to help solve in a health and wellness space for your friends? Tell me about it in the chat. Energy and migraines you're seeing a lot. I like that. And I like it because do we know that a lot of migraines are caused by dehydration? So Hydrate is a great product to talk about. But also a lot of them have a magnesium deficiency. And there are huge write-ups about magnesium deficiency and migraines. So talk about migraines, talk about what causes them, like go research a product. I love the Healthline website for looking up stuff like that. What causes migraines? And then say, hey, if this looks familiar to you, message me. I have a great package. And then package BioCleanse, Slim, Hydrate. You can package that in a little bundle and send them a cart with all of those things already in it. Inflammation, joint wellness, energy, immunity, regularity. I mean, that's a great thing. You could literally do a double pack of Active, an Immune Plus, and a BioCleanse. I mean, you can package however you want it to be. You can create a link, save it to your phone and say, this is my overall health combo link. This is my energy weight loss combo link. Like this is my inflammation and joint wellness. This is the link that I share with everybody that wants that. I would encourage you to talk systems. What system is going to help them with this process? Is it the energy? Energy isn't just active, right? There's so many different components to energy. So I really want to challenge y'all. Yeah, systems, Annalie, are the biggest thing. Okay. So this is your month. I want you to own it. I want you to say, like, November is mine. It doesn't matter what happened in October. It doesn't matter if I made the cruise or not. It doesn't matter how close I am to Punta Cana. Like, November is my month for actually getting going. For like, you might have a little snowball. You might, have a little, mound, of like business started. But this is the month that you get to start like rolling it and like adding to your snowball, whatever size your snowball is, you get to roll it and add to it with some momentum. And as it gains momentum, it starts to do it on its own. Okay. What if you decided to own this month and make it your inspiration to do things for you? So for your health, taking your products, being really consistent. For your family, what does your family need? How does your family need you to show up this month? What do they need you to do? For your bank account, like, let's just be honest. You could print out some bank account statements right now and say, if I just made, $200 this month, it would cover this. If I could make $300 this month, I could actually write, I did this yesterday on a call with everybody. I had a bill. Oh, here. I can always find a bill on my desk. That's not a problem. It's a different one. Oh, this is the one from yesterday. Here's the one from today. LabCorp. We've got bills for that. We've got a MediCredit bill for $484. So what bills do you need to start writing, like, to be paid on, and just one at a time, one day at a time, go through. What does your closet need? Do you need new booties this month, this season? Do you need jacket? Do your kids, is anybody else's kids? I found out today my 13-year-old has grown 5 inches since his well visit last year. 5 inches. That's fun. So, my children are giants, by the way. But yeah, my 13-year-old grew. And so for sure, he's going to need new coat, new winter shoes, new everything. So like his closet almost needs an entire redo, which 13-year-old boys are painful to buy for. Your travel schedule, maybe putting Punta Cana on there, maybe putting Super Saturday on there. Please come to Phoenix and do Super Saturday in person with me. So which one of these things, health, family, bank account, closet, and travel schedule, your 2023, 2024 may just look crazy. What is it that you want to own November because you want to start the ball rolling on what area? And as you're typing, I just want to tell you, if you help one person this month, you get 250 perks credits, which if you aren't using your perks credits as they come in, I would really encourage you to. It's a great way to try new products, but it's like our perks credits just go to, you know, more hydrate and active and collagen sticks. I mean, we use so much of everything. So whatever we're low on or whatever we tend to keep running out of, I just start throwing in with my perks. If you help 3 new customers get started this month and they had their orders are $100 or more, you get this Plexus branded bag, which I've heard is really actually a really durable, good duffel bag. And then that $300 earning potential for new people is massive. And this is for people who are just moving from customer into brand ambassador for the next 30 days, getting them really started. So, okay, did you decide what you wanted to own this month? Get moved out of our camping trailer into a loft, the hubby's building in the shop. I love that. Travel and increase savings. Amanda, do you have Punta Cana on your calendar? Is that something that you're like, okay, I want to go to the Dominican Republic in February with everybody because that cruise looked like so much fun. I do not want to miss out on that. I do not want to, after watching the cruise for the last 4 or 5 days, I do not want to miss out on the Dominican Republic. It just looks amazing. Kathy is paying off bills, which I love. It is so practical, which my brain does not do practical. My brain is like Amanda's. I go straight to Punta Cana and I'm like, bills. They'll still be there when you get back, but let's go on a trip all together. That just sounds like absolute fun. Okay. So it is time to ask your audience. I want to give you some things to do. And so you can take a screenshot of this. I will add these to the table if you want to work through them. But you can grab a graphic from the table, have your audience pick from gut health or weight loss, and check the table for follow-up scripts. So you can go in there and in the files, there are more scripts. And that when I say scripts, it just means like things to say, like kind of sometimes you need a little bit of like reading through other people's words and go, oh yeah, I'll just say this, or I'll ask her this. Sometimes we get all up in our head on what to say. And really we just need someone else to kind of jog, kind of get that like moving. And then we're like, oh yeah, I can handle conversations now. Okay, so it's time to ask your audience. Make sure you are posting, which it looks like a lot of y'all have posted today. Filling your funnel. And this is where we kind of wrote down names earlier, but then even when you're scrolling through social media and you're engaging on their posts, you're saying, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Where did you get that, you know, adorable dress? Or, oh, tell me more about, you know, what y'all did today. Or, oh, I can't believe, you know, so-and-so has gotten so big, you know, how tall are they now? Which is a question I get asked often. Okay. Here's the list you want to make. 1, name one person that you want to go to Punta Cana with in February. Who do you want to go to Punta Cana with in February? And then you need to message them and say, girl, let's link arms and let's do this together, because I see all these people sharing these amazing pictures with their best friends. And I want to do that with you. Even if you earn it and you get to take them as your guest. What if you said, hey, come in, help me earn this, and then we'll go together. You and me, you'll be my guest. Who do you want to hang out with in Maui, Hawaii? Because we're going to Maui. The Emerald, Sapphires, and Diamonds go next September. You have until December or July 31st to earn it. And here, I want to give you all some hope. Even if you've been here for a long time, I want to give you hope. I signed up as a brand ambassador on November 30th, 2013. The last day of November, there was a Black Friday special. And my sponsor, I think, had just gone gold. And by the following July 31st, when it was at the cutoff to go to Maui, I had hit the rank of Sapphire. And she, I think, had hit the rank of Diamond by then. And we both went to, oh, no. I was Sapphire. Was I Sapphire? Yeah, I was Sapphire. Maybe she was Diamond. And either way, we did that in 6 months, because someone that may not even be on your team yet may be joining this month. Like, do you get that? You could have someone this month that is like me, that has been taking the products for like 5 months, says they're not going to do network marketing, says that they're not good at sales, says their husband, for sure, my husband, said no to ever signing up for one of these things again. All the things. And then you keep talking to them all month. Roz was dripping on me all month long. Actually, the two of us together convinced one of her level ones, Susan Stern, to sign up. She actually pulled me in and said, hey, help me talk Susan into doing this. And I was like, great. I was still a customer, and I was helping Susan. Like, I was like, you've got to do that. It's so amazing. Network marketing is incredible, but Joe won't let me do it. And by the end of November, he was like, okay, we had talked about it enough. He was like, fine, go. There goes 34.95 right down the drain, but whatever. And I made $1,200 my first month. So he was like, fine, you can keep doing it. What family do you want to see have margin? What family in your world you're like, this Christmas is going to be hard for them financially? This Thanksgiving, I'm not even sure that they can afford an entire Thanksgiving meal, but this mama is willing to work. This mama is willing to do hard things. She's got grit. She's got determination. She's got drive. People love her. And if I could help her see the vision of what this business could do, it would change their family this holiday season. And then just someone that you're like, I want her to feel better. Every time I see her, she looks like she's just dragging and drained, and life has just been hard. And if I could help her feel better, I think she would just do better. She'd be a better mom. She'd be a better wife. She could show up better for ministry. But she is struggling right now. So who are those people in your life? Write down their names. Okay. So you have asked if they are open to hearing more about the products. You've said, hey, Gut Health, come do this with me. Like, you want to, you're constantly talking to them about this. What can you invite them to? And I really want to encourage you, do not be the expert. Do not have to know everything. Do not only get them in the chat with just you and them and nobody else. Invite them to join other things. So first thing is I'm going to say is tomorrow is Welcome to Plexus. So corporate does these Welcome to Plexus calls. Get them on that call, even if they're just a customer. They are still welcome to Plexus. You should have every customer that you're signing up invited to Welcome to Plexus call by you, personal invitation every week. Thursday night, you should invite every single person, even if they're already on the products, to the Real People, Real Stories calls. It is 2 product testimonials and a business testimonial. Oh, usually Rainey sends me those today. So let me see real fast. I haven't gotten them yet. So I will post those on the table as soon as I see them. Friday through Sunday, so kind of over the weekend, you should be adding, tagging, and messaging people in customer pages. Ours is called Gut Glam. You are welcome to it. You're welcome to search in there for anything you can think of. All those things that you were writing out there before: inflammation, joint wellness, energy, immunity, regularity, overall health, weight loss, gut issues, emotional health. You should be keyword searching in there, and then tagging your friend that you're like, this is the thing you need to be a part of. And then Sunday night is the 15-minute opportunity call. You can start talking about it now. You can start like just saying, I can't believe we have a 15-minute opportunity call that tells you so much about how you can earn money. What problem will that opportunity solve for people? Is it Christmas? Is it food for Thanksgiving? Is it, what is it? What is the thing that is going to solve, is it going into 2020? I was talking about this yesterday. Do y'all know that property taxes for us are due like the end of January, 1st of February, kind of like month of February? You get to write that big check if you don't escrow, which for some reason we don't. You have to write that big check to the school district and to the city. You get to pay for the county hospital and all that stuff. At least here in Dallas, it's a beautiful, big, giant check. But at the same time, we have a 16-year-old or a kid that will be turning 16. And so we get to pay for a car and pay the same amount for taxes. So it's a lot of big checks. So is there somebody that needs that problem solved for them? And you're like, hey, I know you got someone turning 16 in your house, they're about to get a car. Come listen to how this business could actually just pay for that car in full. Now, I will say, if you get to the jewel level, your 16-year-old may think that they just need a Lexus because you get one for free, and they should just, it was like, why don't you just go emerald on your reentry position, then I'll just take that Lexus and you can keep the diamond one. At which point, does anyone think a 16-year-old needs a brand new Lexus? No mom on this call thinks that's a good idea. So, yes, you can search in Gut Glam. So if you go to Facebook and you go to Gut Glam, I think Gut Glam Resource Hub is the actual like slash on Facebook, Gut Glam Resource Hub. But go to Gut Glam. If you're not already a member, you go ahead and ask to be a member of that page, and I will approve them tonight. But if you're already in there, you can search and you can invite anybody that you want to be in that page. That is a customer page. That is for customers. We do challenges in there. We did an inflammation challenge a month ago. We call it the Easy Challenge. We do reset challenges in there. And we'll probably do a holiday challenge in there. So that's a great page. Okay. Share a story. I really want to encourage you in the next 24 hours to share somebody else's story. And don't click the share button. There was a conversation a friend and I were having tonight. Don't go to Facebook and go, oh, this is Christy Jex shared a great story. I'm just going to hit share and share that to my page. I really, really want to encourage you to copy paste the text or copy the text, save the photo to your phone, and then open up a brand new post and say, this story mattered so much to me because I see myself in it 3 months ago, or I see this is exactly how I felt, or this is exactly what I see so many of my friends talking about. And then paste their testimonial. So you're sharing their words and then attach their picture. And then that way you see here where Christy Salcido, who's on our page, it's like my favorite part of what I do is this. And then, so this is Christy's actual story. Or up here, Bethany Spear is telling her story about reset, but also other people's results of reset. So it's really important that you share stories from your perspective. Even if it's someone else's story, you can share it. If it's on Facebook, you have access to it. If it's on Gut Glam, you have access to it. Share it as if this story spoke to you and you want to reshare Melissa's story and say, I love all of what Melissa said in here. This really, I resonated with me and I want to share it with you. And then you're sharing Melissa's story in her picture. Okay. Some places to get started. Here are some conversations to have for later. So if someone is talking about reset, it's like, hey, would you like to do a 3-day reset with me? They're on sale through tomorrow. I'm getting a group together interested in trying it for $30 off. Resets have been super, super discounted in our back office. So this is a great time of year to help as many people as possible get on a reset. Because sometimes people are like, I got 3 days to get skinny before that holiday party. Does anybody else have those people? They're like, hey, do you have anything that'll help me just lose like 20 pounds by the holiday party on Friday? And you're like, it's Wednesday. Nope. That's called crack. But anyways, so reset's a great thing to consistently be talking about. You should be talking about it once or twice a month and just talk about it like that. Say like, hey, if you always find yourself trying on a dress on Monday and wishing that it would fit by Friday, this may be a great thing for you to do in the middle of the week, during the holiday party season. Triplex, the products that I take work together to rid the body of toxins, replenish with healthy stuff, and balance out everything so that your body functions the way God intended it to. That includes balancing your hormones. Can I send you a quick 2-minute video of how it works? What I take is called the Triplex system. It's a great message to send someone. And then if someone takes reset and loves it, or at least saw great results, I know you loved your reset results and are interested in what to do after you finish. Would you be more interested in a combo for fat burning, carb blocking, or one primarily focused on gut health healing? I'm not saying would you like a combo, which one would you like? The weight loss combo or the gut health combo, and making sure that they get started on one of those combos afterwards. Okay. If anyone has a question, I was going to give y'all some time, but I ran over. Write any question you have from tonight, anything at all. Nothing is a dumb question. Nothing is off the table. In the post on the table with the graphic for this call, I'll also put the YouTube recording. So if you want to send it to somebody else, you can. If you want to re-look back through it, if you need any of the slides, let me know. And I cannot wait to see who all is earning Punta Cana in the next couple of months. We'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.